see whether or not with my isn't working. Not sure that it is, but you know, we'll try. I'm not sure that I have this even set up right to see comments. I've never used Prism before. We are in downtown Miamisburg, Ohio. This is area was founded. Over here, we go on the other side of that wall. Zoom in a little bit on the other. The Great Miami. Here, somebody had an accident. Well, due to a weak network connection. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. That's a pretty garden. Right here. It's pretty. So this is the 165. Not really sure. But some of the buildings coming up are pretty old. This is one of the most wrinkles. We do have a brewery district. It's not anything real fancy. Depending on how well this connection is, you might hear the train. We have a lot of trains that go through this area. Doing a lot of nice work with it. So that's a really old building. Dates on them, and they're well, and supposedly I have one viewer on Twitch. So welcome. Sorry that the connection is not better. It's Ron's Pizza. It's a local pizza joint. What's cool is yes, we have a with the from so it actually 1900. It now has, there's supposed to be a shop. This is one of my favorite. And I know that I have a wife in there, so we're gonna go in there. We're gonna get some coffee. And though it's a one-way street, traffic sometimes is no walk sign. But you can't always tell whether or not people are gonna turn and go into the circle. Welcome to the Star City. I'm gonna try to be discreet here about the fact that I'm broadcasting. They have a lot of really cute things in here. Sorry about the music, I can't help it. So all of these are made by local artists, local craftsmen. That's really interesting. It's actually, it's not showing up very well, but it's actually a jewel. I think these purses are really interesting. Right, look at this one. It's really pretty. But I never bought one because look, $42. I have to find that local stuff is always just more expensive. And this one is really pretty. This is so pretty. That is made by someone locally as well. It's pretty. Craftsmanship, I mean. Open up $100. See on the bottom, you know, there's $16. $16. That's not a bad price for that, I don't think. It's so pretty. I love the feel of it. It's so smooth. It's like it's smooth, but it's still got like some texture to it. So I just love touching it. I love these seats.
Here's your snowball. No problem.
Oh, yes, thank you.
I always forget what these tongs seem to be like one size bigger. Thank you. Have a good one.
I am going to get an iced latte.
Okay. What flavor?
English toffee.
English toffee. Alright. Is whole milk okay in that?
Yeah.
Alright. $4.50. I'm in a mess.
Can I get whipped cream on top?
Of course you can.
Ooh, and some chocolate drizzle. Okay.
I got y'all a job. There you go.
I didn't want to put that on there without giving you a chance to charge me more.
No,
than
I
you
don't.
do.
I don't charge that. You're good. You said iced latte, right? Okay. I was looking up this English coffee is good. I've never had it.
Let you know if it's good or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not a cup.
Got the best coffee in the area as far as I'm concerned.
There you go. I'll let that one go to my head this time.
Well, sometimes what I'll do is I'll go to the Conical Comics next door, and I prefer to get some of their gluten-free stuffed food that they have.
Yeah, they have
Like-
more like Yeah.
they're more focused really on the comment part on it than they really are, I think, coffee. And it's okay, but
I do appreciate them having like vegan options and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was one time that they said something was supposed to be gluten-free, but when I ate it, I got so sick.
Really?
Yeah, it says gluten-free and it was flourless peanut butter cookie. I don't know why, but it didn't agree with me. So I was like, I don't do that one anymore.
Yeah, let's not do that one anymore.
The rest was really good.
Yeah, my brother and my stepdad are huge comic book nerds, so they go over there all the time.
Yeah, I'm trying to get one of my work friends to stop in there sometime. I don't know that he would buy anything, but he would like to look.
Yeah. Do a taste test real quick.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Nice.
that'll work.
It'll work.
Yeah. So I said I was going to talk a little bit about 1776. So this is going to be one of the few rare times that I will put my face on screen. Get ready, because my hair is not showing, people. I look like a light lizard. So let's get this screen around.
I'm getting yours too. I don't know why I remembered yours before I remembered his. Yeah, that happens anytime you don't need to.
Trying to hear. It's not letting me do it. I don't know how to turn the camera. Hey, Roaches, I'm trying to figure out how to get the camera to turn around for me so that I can show my face. It's not working very well. But you joined at a good time because I'm at a store with Wi-Fi. Good morning. So how do I freaking do this? Well, you can hear me okay, right? I might just have to turn the camera itself around because it's not... I've never used Prism before, and I apparently don't understand how in the middle of the broadcast to get it to let me turn the camera around. So we're gonna do this here, I think. I'm gonna try this, and then I'm gonna split around and look at chat to see if you can see my beautiful unwashed face and unwashed hair. Nobody means no makeup. This is IRL, people. La, la, la. Can you see me okay? Don't I look just beautiful? Aren't I just a sight to see? Alright, now I'm checking chat. Can you see me? Did I have it aimed right? Thank you, Roaches. Okay, so I'll have to turn it around every once in a while to check chat because I'm apparently a boomer when it comes to Prism. Alright. So, these are kind of my general thoughts on 1776. Like, some of these things that these people say when it comes to certain things, the ones that are protesting, like, I don't necessarily agree with it. Like, I know that Scott, aka Ant, tries to say, like, he knows the law. I've spent, during the Depp Heard trial, I got addicted to LawTube, that some people like to call it, on YouTube, which is all these lawyers that they watch not just the Depp Heard trial, but they watch a lot of other trials, and they give a lot of legal commentary. And it was actually it was before the Depp versus Heard trial. It was that Kenosha trial, and if you don't listen to the media and you watch the trial, you understand why it was that he got off. But that's another argument for another day. Rittenhouse, that's the name that I'm looking for. You understand why it is that Rittenhouse got off. And I think that the jury debated for as long as they did, because I mean, he didn't exactly make the wisest decision in some of the things that he did. And I think they struggled with the idea, well, 17-year-old kid really had no business, walking around town with an AR-17, and I think that's what, but legally, under the laws of that state, he did nothing wrong. And if you watch the trial, and you don't play into some of the narratives that played out on social media, and some of the misinformation that was played out in the news media, then you understand why he got off. But at any rate, this is about 1776. So, watching a lot of that, like, I learned about a lot of things about the law, and I realized how sometimes the system can really screw people over. So I have no doubt that when he was facing his numerous trials, or whatever, how many trials he had, I don't know, the system did try to screw him over. I have no doubt about that. But I don't know if he ended up getting off because he understands the Constitution. Because you can't just be like, oh, I'm an idiot, so therefore you can't charge me. Like, he said that, he's kind of implied that, or just kind of outright said that numerous times, and it doesn't work that way. So there are a lot of times that they try to paint things a certain way, and I'm not sure that even the people protesting 1776 are always on the right side when it comes to certain things. Because I don't really think that they understand the law. I don't really think that they understand how trespassing works, and how impacting a vehicle works. Like, let's say they show up to a crime scene. Like, he was like, they had to put a sign on my car and say you have 24 hours before it gets towed. Not in the particular situation that they were in. Like, let's say they were at a crime scene where a murder had taken place. The suspect's vehicle is there. You don't put a sign on it and leave the vehicle there for 24 hours before you tow it. No, the law permits the officers to take action right then and there. So, I do have questions about his arrest in general, but there are other things that he just gets flat out wrong. And just like the 1776 followers, I worry that people in his chat buys a lot what he says, hook, line, and sinker. That's what worries me. I'm gonna check the chat here. Oh, yes, Good Logic. I like to watch Good Logic. I've gotten really addicted to Nick Lucada. Yes, Nick Lucada. Good, Bronca and Joe on Good Logic. Yes, Ant is definitely, yes, 1776 has become a soap opera, but here's where I start having issues with 1776. Let's assume that the possibility that they were a pedo cult is complete BS. I don't know about that. It's just the idea that why do people need to donate money? Why do they need to live together the way that they are in order to protest? And why are you expecting people to donate money to you to sit in lawn chairs and pass out flyers? They're planning on having some kind of meeting today where they're, I guess they're going to introduce their board, which is a good step, I guess. If you're going to make an official organization, you need a board. But I'm in their Telegram, and Hippie Mama, this woman, she out of all of them may be the one that I find really to be a trip and a half. They're deleting any negative comments in their Telegram, and that night that they were basically trying to hold Big D back. It was that night that they got in trouble for the karaoke and the lights on their thing. She was like, well, why aren't we allowed we should be allowed to do karaoke, and just because someone is having a few drinks doesn't mean that they're drunk, and he's a consenting adult who should be allowed to drink a beer if he wants to, and yada yada, and all this stuff. And if you don't have any right to judge us. To me, it's not about judging anyone. It's actually about accountability. If you're asking people to donate you, and they see members who are living in this, what do you call it at this point? It's like living in this compound, for lack of a better word, living in an alternative community, and you're financially supporting them, you should have the right to question their behavior. You should be like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. You want to drink and blare the music after a certain time when there's a noise ordinance, and you want to allow Big G to become unhinged with anger. And supposedly he's not drunk. But you know what? If you don't think I should be allowed to question that, well, I can question it with my donation dollars. Yeah, I can choose to just be like, I'm not going to donate to you because I think this is a load of shit, and you shouldn't be acting this way if you call yourself a Christian. I don't care, you should be able to call out behavior that you think is unacceptable, and hold them accountable for that behavior. Yeah, in the Christian community, there is this idea of, don't judge others, but there's also this idea of accountability. And I guess maybe accountability really, you can only do accountability if the person will admit that they're wrong and ask you to help them to change. But it's, I think judgment comes in when you're rejecting that person, and not giving them the opportunity to change. That to me, that's the only way to separate judgment from being judgmental, from being, trying to hold somebody accountable. So, I don't know. Just thoughts. But also to let your children grow up in a parking lot. Take out the idea that there might be pedophiles. Why are you dragging them all over the country and expecting everyone to donate money? I don't get it. Alright, comments. Codependent, alcoholic neighbor, most likely. Very possible. Oh, Grant joined. Good morning, Grant. I don't know how much of my rant you talked there. I haven't figured out Grant. I love trying to say your username in my Grant. Kind of quite. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Thanks for joining us. I was talking a little bit about 1776 while I have my coffee here. I haven't figured out how to get, I'm using this app called Prism, and I haven't figured out how to get the camera to turn around, so I have to flip it and then I have to turn it around to look at the comments. So I'm just reading the comments here for a little bit. Roaches in the cabinet. The meth thing is an interesting question. I don't know. I don't feel like I can say who is on meth and who isn't. I'm also not watching my time. What time do you all have? I can't look at the time and broadcast at the same time. I'm Eastern time. I know it's after 9 o'clock. If it's about 9:30, that I need to get going. And just warning, when I leave here, I'm gonna get a bad connection because I'm out of my data. I'm going to have to interrupt this broadcast to check the time. And I don't know what it is when I exit this app, but I gotta check my time. Yep, it's 9:38, so I gotta get going here. But yeah, Ty, you too, if you're still here, I was giving my thoughts on 1776 and how it's just a very strange thing that I don't really understand. I think during their 7 o'clock meeting, junk my purse, it's not good. I think that, they're not usually all out there protesting at the same time, but I think Scott, aka Aunt, Lori Arnold, Direwolf I think was there, and Direwolf's wife, and then Another woman was there and with them, and then you've got AP, aka Anarchy Princess. That's 6 people. I think during that 7 o'clock meeting, I think all 6 of them should try to be there. I don't think it should just be, you know, 2 people, 3 people, 1 person, whatever. I think that they all need to be trying to be out there, because there will possibly be there could possibly be a lot more people there, and there could be a few more of them broadcasting. Okay, gonna get moving here. I gotta get to the dollar store because I gotta get my brother a birthday card. We might experience some collection shoes. It's a Witt's bike shop. That building was empty and they've actually expanded. This is my uncle commenting a little bit ago when I was getting my coffee from the other place. I prefer their gluten-free food, not their coffee so much, but they have a lot of comments, so I'll have to take you in there sometime. See y'all later. Bye-bye.